Do it.
Okay. Hello everyone, welcome to week 2 of our Chemical Free Home series. Tonight we are going to be doing a little bit of review from last week and then introducing some more products that you can use to get the chemicals out of your home and turn your home into a chemical free home. And we'll be sharing with you how you can get these oils into your home. Anyone who attends all 3 of our classes will be entered to win a bottle of this Thieves Cleaner. Our next class is going to be the Tuesday, November 29th, so we're going to skip next week, and then we'll start again 8 p.m. Tuesday, November 29th. And then we're actually going to have a local class December 6th. In Austin, we will be doing what we like to call a make and take, so you can ditch and switch. Say that 5 times fast. It's going to be a time where we make some products that you can use in your home so you can get the chemicals out, whether it's products you use on your face or on your toilet or anywhere in between. So join us for that if you live locally, and next week or in 2 weeks we'll be sharing even more fun information. So one thing we did want to ask is if you were in our class last week and you were able to throw some stuff out and switch to some natural stuff, we'd love to hear what you used and what things you threw out. I know it's kind of a slow process, so share those with us, and if you have any questions, we'd love to hear them. Welcome.
Yeah, so thank you for you guys that are joining us live. We'd love to hear what brought you to the class, what you're hoping to learn, maybe some products that you have and love and would like to learn how to replace with something that's all natural. So we'd like to hear from you guys too, but like Kristen said, we'll do a little bit of a recap tonight from last week, but then we'll also share some great new stuff with you too, and we also want to share a little bit about our own stories. So I was totally the Pinterest queen that would look up recipes on Pinterest all the time to figure out how to replace chemicals in my home, because it's something that I knew was important but didn't exactly know how to do it and didn't really have any great products, and so I would just rely on these recipes, and I saw some okay results, but the products would clean my bathrooms and toilets and things, but sometimes they would get dirty quickly and I would have to redo the process more often than I would like, and so I could tell it wasn't really getting deep clean. And so sometimes in those situations I would go back to the chemicals, because when you're a busy mom, that's just what you do, or just a busy person in general. Nobody really loves cleaning, so it's just you do whatever's quick and easy sometimes, and we totally get that. So we're certainly not here to guilt anyone for using chemicals. It is, like Kristen mentioned, it's a process to get it out of your home and to learn what works. So just some about me personally, I'm a mom of 2, so I have a 9-year-old boy who, anyone who is a mom to a 9-year-old boy knows that boy bathroom problems are real and getting the stench out is quite a task. So we'll talk some about that tonight too. And I also have a 2-year-old little girl, which anyone who is a mom to a toddler knows that toddler messes are just everything. Like sometimes they're like goopy things that drip out of their mouths. There's like banana hands all over your furniture. And sometimes it's just a mystery. It's like, I don't have anything that's that color, but it's all over my floor and I don't know what it is. So sometimes you're cleaning up mystery messes that you don't even know what they are. So it's really important when you have messy children and messy people or messy animals or whatever it is in your house to know some ways to clean without using chemicals. So that's what we hope to share with you tonight.
Thank you for sharing that. So last week we talked about some chemicals that you can ditch and switch, and we listed off a few, and we're going to share those with you again. Those chemicals were alcohol, aluminum, DEA, TEA, propylene glycol, SLS or sodium lauryl sulfate, talc, which is in like baby powder, and parabens. Many of these chemicals are used in everyday products, from your mouthwash and your toothpaste to your shampoo and your conditioner to your air freshener, your candles. It's pretty much in everything that we have or that is available to buy in the grocery store, on Amazon. Like, it's in everything, and so it's really hard to get it out of our bodies, and if we don't get it out of our homes. And some of those really common things can cause all kinds of issues, from like respiratory issues to skin problems like rashes and acne to even there's parabens mimic the kind of the effects of estrogen or our hormones, and so some of these chemicals are actually disrupting our normal hormones and causing fertility issues and all kinds of things. So those are some of the things that we talked about last week. We also talked a little bit about the Thieves line. The Thieves, Young Living has created this Thieves line. It's based on 15th century thieves that knew that if they covered themselves in various botanicals like cinnamon, rosemary, lemon, and some other botanicals, that they could basically rob the dead and the dying without also getting sick and dying. So Thieves has created this wonderful line of cleaner, mouthwash, toothpaste, all kinds of stuff. So we went through a little bit of that last week, and we'll review again this week as well.
Yeah, so you heard us mention at the beginning, Kristen held up the bottle of the Thieves Household Cleaner. That's one of the things we talked about a lot last week. We also talked about the affordability factor, because oftentimes when you're looking at natural products, you can spend a crazy amount of money for a tiny bit of cleaner, and it's really not cost effective, so you have to really, really want to. But with this product, it is a great marriage. So for that 14.4 ounce bottle of Thieves Household Cleaner, it's concentrated. So for 1 capful of that cleaner, which is about an ounce, you'll mix it with 2 to 3 cups of water. So really for, a 16 ounce bottle of cleaner, you're paying a few cents to get that. And then you can use it in different concentrations if you need something that is a stronger degreaser, if you have a really heavy stain. And then just the versatility of that one product is amazing. And that's why we keep coming back to it, because it really is that good. I mean, not many, or I don't know of any, like all-purpose cleaners that are really all-purpose. But with the Thieves, you can use it on everything from your dishes and your dishwasher to your to clean your washing machine itself, to as an additive to your laundry, or to clean stains off your clothes. You can use it on the floors in your home. You can use it pretty much on every surface. Certainly test it when you're using it on upholstery and clothing in a small area to make sure it's not going to mess up that material. But for the most part, it really is all purpose, and that's what makes it so cost effective and just kind of makes chemical-free cleaning a no-brainer, which when your brain is already fried from chasing children around all day, like Kristen and I's normally are, you need cleaning to be a no-brainer.
The more I think about chemical-free, when I think chemical-free home, I think Thieves Cleaner. So I want you to remember that. When you think chemical-free home, think Thieves Cleaner, because like Rachel was saying, I really haven't found another product that does all-purpose and also smells really nice and is nice to breathe in, and it's not going to harm you while you breathe it in. So there are a few things we wanted to share with you. Let's see. About the Thieves Cleaner, in addition to like cleaning your house with it and using it on upholstery, my daughter has discovered that lemon oil takes marker off of the floor and off of the wall. And so when I ask her, in the future, instead of coloring on the table with marker, what can we do instead? And she says, get an oil, which I really want the answer to be not do it. So the other day she grabbed her sock and she showed it to me, and I was like, oh, maybe she's making mittens or something. And then she got her marker and she just drew on it and looked at me like, what you gonna do? And so we took the markers away, obviously. And then I just sprayed it with Thieves Cleaner using that 1 capful to 2 to 3 cups of water, and it just came right off. I was so impressed. I did not tell her, because I also don't want her to put marker on her clothes, but it works really well, and it smelled good, and I knew it didn't leave a stain. So I actually put Thieves Cleaner in my laundry detergent, so that's something really cool. We use it, and now instead of carrying around like a little shout marker or whatever, I'll just keep Thieves around with us when we travel. So what are some of the natural, safe products out there that can help you clean your home in addition to things like Thieves? There are a lot of really great stuff, and we're going to talk about a few of them tonight. And the first one we're going to talk about is vinegar. Vinegar is a great product to have in your home. It's great not just for cooking with it, but it actually has so many great ways to use for cleaning. So this is a little background on vinegar. It's one of the very well-known and recognized cleaning agents. It is especially effective in removing inorganic soils and mineral deposits such as hard water films. So like if you have water that's built up and you've got those rings in your bathtub. Sorry. Vinegar is really good at getting rid of those water films. It's also effective against broad range of bacteria, destroying or reducing these organisms to acceptable levels. I checked on Amazon. A Heinz 64-ounce bottle of vinegar on Amazon is $4.92. If you have a Costco membership, it's even cheaper. So that's really cost effective. You can use it for a lot of stuff. There is a website called versatilevinegar.org, and it has all this information about using vinegar and what are some of the, even like scientific studies that have been done on it. In a study conducted by the University of Georgia, Shigella, which is often on cilantro in the summertime and then people get a lot of like stomach issues, Shigella on parsley was greatly reduced or eliminated after treating with vinegar. Another study at the Virginia Polytech Institute and State University showed a reduction of E. coli on apples subjected to washing containing acetic acid, which is vinegar.
Yeah, I use it endlessly in my home.
Yeah.
So just some other stats, like it's actually, just to show you guys, like it really does work. It's not just natural. Researchers at the University of Florida investigated different physical and chemical washing treatments and the reduction of viral and bacterial pathogens. And they found that solutions containing vinegar reduced the number of bacteria by 90%. And the vinegar wash also reduced the numbers of viruses by 95%. So I'll take those odds.
I did not know that. I knew like people cleaned with vinegar, but I didn't really understand why it was so great. So now that's like, okay, I want to start using it.
And then obviously we talked about the price. It's crazy cheap. It's also biodegradable. It's just a mild organic acid, so you're not putting more chemicals into the earth, or like when you flush it down the toilet, you're not putting more chemicals into the water system. It's safe for stainless steel and used in the food industry. I mean, it's even in recipes, so you're putting it in your food. Obviously, it's safe to use in your home. I can't say obviously, but we'll just say it's okay in your cleaning products. It's less likely to leave residue behind. It also has a clean smell, and it definitely has purifying agents in it. We talked about stinky boy bathroom. Vinegar is your friend when it comes to stinky boy bathroom. It also reduces microorganisms on foods and surfaces, and it helps reduce mineral and lime deposits in the pipes. So just to share with you guys a quick recipe that we really like. It works excellent for cleaning your bathroom, whether it's countertops, toilets. I've also found this specific recipe to be really great for stainless steel. It gets all the fingerprints off and it doesn't leave any smudges behind, which I do a lot of clean. Like we have a stainless steel trash can that the toddlers always got their fingers all over, and I could never get the streaks off of it. But this has been amazing. So 4 ingredients, that's all it takes. 6 ounces of distilled white vinegar, 6 ounces of distilled water, 10 drops lemon oil, 10 drops lavender oil. Boom, you're done. So put it in your little spray bottle, shake it up every time before you use it. Another great tip for making cleaners in a spray bottle, if you're like, I don't have empty spray bottles, like mine are all full of chemicals. If you have this, or even any bottle similar, but especially this one is super versatile, the Bragg's apple cider vinegar bottle, I have found fits almost any sprayer, and it just screws right on, and you're not using plastic, you're using glass, you're recycling, you're doing all the good things that we like to do. So that's a great container to use if you don't want to go out and like buy a million spray bottles. Of course, that's an option if you want to go on Amazon and do that too. And then just, you know, a shout out for the environment. Instead of using paper towels all the time, like these great little microfiber cloths are my favorite. I got like a pack of 50 off Amazon for like $10 or something. Wow, I mean, they're crazy cheap. Yeah, they're super cheap. And so if one gets too gross to reuse, you can throw it out because they're cheap. But You can also reuse it endless times and just throw them in the washing machine. So yeah, I love all those things. And then talk about vinegar in the boys' bathroom. So one thing I like to do is I just put, so this is just straight vinegar. If it's too strong for you, you can dilute it even to like a 50-50 dilution of water and vinegar. And then I just add my essential oils to it. So I usually either do Thieves essential oil, which they do just have an essential oil blend that you can add to it. Or I'll do a tea tree oil, which also has some antibacterial properties. And this is what I use. So if I'm doing like a deep clean in the bathroom, I'll spray the entire toilet head to toe, like the back, the handle, the seat, above the seat, under the seat, because little boys and their things go everywhere. We won't go into too many details. But that is what I do, spray it all over and let it sit for a few minutes. And so it really helps to kill the bacteria and get the stink out, because sometimes I used to go crazy. It's like I've cleaned my bathroom, but I can still smell the pee and it won't go away. So finally I have found something that works for me, and definitely having the essential oils gives it that extra boost to where it stays cleaner longer, and I'm not having to do it every other day or something.
So that's vinegar. Great, versatile, microorganism killing machine. It's cheap. There's a lot of ways you can use it. Tons of studies that have been done on it. Vinegar. The next one we're going to talk about is baking soda. Baking soda is also fairly cheap. I didn't look up how cheap it is.
So cheap.
But
I think I get like an 11 pound bag at Costco for like $5. It's so ridiculously cheap.
also tons of great uses for baking soda. Baking soda is just 100% sodium bicarb. It is very easy to find. The natural form of it is called nacolite or nacolite. I could be totally saying this wrong. Which is part of the natural mineral called natron, and natron contains large amounts of sodium bicarb. It has been used since ancient times, like way back in the day. Egyptians used natron as a soap for cleansing purposes, and then it wasn't until 1846 that Dr. Austin Church and John Dwight actually began to manufacture and sell it, and they called it baking soda. And then by the 1860s, baking soda was being used a lot, like in the kitchen for like causing breads to rise and that sort of thing. By the 1920s, it had become incredibly versatile, and in the 1930s it was widely advertised as this proven medical agent. Rachel is going to talk to you about common uses. Sorry about that.
So we just talked about like spraying the toilet down with vinegar. I'm all about cleaning the toilet tonight. I don't know what that is. I think it's because I have children. But so after I spray it down with vinegar, the next thing I like to do is add baking soda. And so what I have here is just like an old Parmesan cheese container, which works amazingly well because it's got the little shaker that's like big enough but not too big. And it makes it super easy. And this lasts a while, so I don't have to fill it up every 5 seconds. So I can buy my big bag and just fill that up, and I just keep one in all the bathrooms. So you add that to the vinegar that you've already sprayed in the toilet, and it gives you this nice little fizzy action that makes you feel like it's even cleaner.
That's really cool.
And there's no chemicals that you're flushing down the toilet into the water system, and you can make your kids clean the toilet without making it feel like they're ingesting chemicals and gross things, which I like. Also, another common use is for deodorant. So if you look at the ingredients on a lot of deodorants, they already have baking soda in them, but you can just mix a little bit of baking soda with water and make a paste and put it under your arms, and it's going to absorb the odors, and you're not putting chemicals on your body either. And then people use it often as an air freshener. So one thing that I like to do is to use it on my carpets as a carpet deodorizer. So all this is I think it's 2 cups. It has a measurement. Yeah, just 2 cups of baking soda, and I put about 20 drops of essential oils in here. You can use whatever you like. Purification is a great one. It's one of Young Living's blends that is super odor absorbent. So if you have stinky carpets from dogs or kids or rainy weather or whatever it is, it really helps to get the odors out. But if you just like another scent, you just want something really relaxing, you could do lavender or something like that. But Sometimes I'll let it sit for a couple of days and it intensifies the smell a little bit.
That's a good idea.
But, you know, in a pinch, I've also just thrown it in there and shaken it up and gone for it. So you see I have it in this little mason jar. And then I found this at Hobby Lobby. It's like one of those little lids that has a shaker kind of built into it. So you just switch out the lid and put this little shaker on there and shake it onto the carpets. And you're good to go. So you can let it sit like 5 minutes. Sometimes I'll, you know, leave it on the carpet while I go pick up the kids or something and then come back and vacuum real quick. So you can let it sit kind of as long as you want, really. It's not going to mess anything up because it's all natural. And then once you vacuum it up, your whole house smells like whatever it is you put in there, which is really great. And then insect bites and poison ivy and things, you can also mix it with water and make a little paste. And you can even add some essential oils to that to make it more effective, like lavender and purification that we just talked about. Also kind of take out any sting and itching that's happening with that. So yeah, tons of great ways to use all of these things.
Yeah. I actually was doing some research. We were doing research, but on baking soda. And an interesting fun fact of the day is that in 1986, the entire inner walls that are copper of the Statue of Liberty were completely restored using baking soda. So they restored the copper walls without harming them by using baking soda. So effectively removed the grime without harming the Statue of Liberty. So imagine like what it could do for your home.
I love it. So we've talked a little bit about essential oils tonight. The versatility of essential oils, I think, is what makes them so amazing. So you can obviously clean your home with them, like we've talked about, but they can also support your own health and your wellness and your mood and your mental wellness as well as physical, and just so many uses. So you get so much in just one little bottle, which makes it fun. I love versatility. So an essential oil is basically the immune system of a plant. So you think about how our immune system protects us and fights off things that could harm our bodies, or at least we want it to do that. Essential oils do the same thing for a plant. So that's why we harvest like the balsam fir trees and the blue spruce trees in the winter, is because that's when those essential oils are working hard and they're out in the needles and the leaves and the stems of those plants, protecting it from the cold weather where it's vulnerable. And so we harvest them in the winter because we get a lot more oil. If we were to harvest those same plants in the summertime, we would get a lot less because those oils just aren't being processed and working as hard. So they do the same kind of jobs in our bodies. So when we use those essential oils on our bodies, they're also helping us to fight off things, and they're working to protect our immune system and work extra hard for us. So also research shows that the oils hit our bloodstream really quickly. So if you put an essential oil on your skin, depending on where you put it and what oil you put, it can hit your bloodstream within like 20 seconds to 2 minutes, somewhere in there. And especially if you put it on the bottom of your feet, if you're like, I don't know where to put this oil, bottom of your feet is always a great place because it goes directly into the bloodstream from there and is absorbed really fast.
Yeah, lots of pores on your feet. 2,000 pores on your feet.
Yeah, so I wouldn't think it because they're all like rough and gross.
Yeah.
I mean, mine are beautiful. Everyone else.
I don't know about your feet, but
yeah, we're total liars. Not really, but so yeah, it's great that they are they're so powerful, but yet so clean and pure. So you're protecting our environment by using them to clean your home and your body as well. And essential oils have this fancy thing in them called sesquiterpenes. Such a funny word. But they have the ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, which is kind of a big deal. Like when they're studying like drugs and other things that we put into our body, they look for things that can cross that blood-brain barrier because that's when they're going to see them be most effective and do the most good. And so there's a lot of essential oils that have really high levels of those, and they're especially great for like your mental capacities. So just for your like clarity and your daily cognitive health, they're really great for supporting that. So some that are really high in that especially are like cedarwood and vetiver, spikenard, sandalwood, black pepper, and patchouli. And there's several more that have those in there that really help to support your mental clarity. And then all the different capacities of the oils can protect not only your home from chemicals, but also yourself. So, you know, we won't get into too much of all the different ways you can apply them and use them and things, but even if you just put it in a diffuser, if you've ever seen an essential oil diffuser, you're not only protecting yourself and you're purifying your air, but you're protecting everyone else that's in your home, whether it's friends or family or pets or children. So yeah, everyone benefits from you cleaning your home with them and using them in your home, which is really great.
Yeah, we have discovered that there's, you know, candles have tons of formaldehyde and a bunch of random things that really don't benefit your body but can harm it in many ways. So the great thing about essential oils is they smell great and they do some really great stuff. We mentioned a few oils tonight that you can add to your carpet cleaner or your household cleaner that you add your vinegar to. And we just want to share with you a little bit about those oils, and then we'll close up it a little bit. So one of those oils is Purification that Rachel mentioned. It contains citronella, rosemary, lemongrass, tea tree oil. It really smells like that citronella, but it's a really fresh smell. The nice thing about it is it knocks out odors like nothing else. So it's not covering them up like a air freshener would. It's actually deodorizing them. And then when you add that to baking soda, it's even more effective. You're actually getting rid of the smell itself. You can diffuse it when you're cooking, like salmon or shrimp, or maybe if you burnt something while you're cooking, or you've got stinky diaper pails or stinky 9-year-old boys. It's great for adding to your diffuser, your baking soda, cleaning products. It also gives it a really nice clean smell. So Purification, you can even add it to dryer balls. So if you're wanting to get the dryer sheets out and get all those chemicals away, because if it's on your clothes, you're going to be breathing it in all day. It's going to be on your skin. So if you're wanting to get rid of that, you can add Purification to your dryer balls. So lots of great uses for Purification.
Yeah, the other one we mentioned is the lavender. I think it's still my favorite. It's one that most people start with, and you've probably heard of lavender. The problem is a lot of lavender that you see in the store isn't even real lavender. Yeah. A lot of it's like lavandin, which is a different species of lavender, so you're not getting the same therapeutic benefits. And that's the reason that we stick to Young Living, because we know we're getting the product that we think we are, and we're getting those therapeutic benefits there too. But lavender is considered the Swiss Army knife of essential oils, and I think that's why it's my favorite, because it smells good, and you can just do everything with it. So it's great for your skin. If you have any skin issues or roughness that you just want to smooth out, you can add lavender to existing moisturizers that you already have, or you can use it directly on your skin, or you can mix it with an oil like a coconut oil or a jojoba oil, or whatever your skin likes. It's also great for lung health, especially when the seasons are changing and everyone's coughing and sneezing. It's great to inhale it. Just put a few drops in your hand and breathe it in. That for me makes a huge difference. My daughter's seen me do it so much that I can't do it without her. She's like, don't leave me out, I want some. So she puts it on her hands and breathes it in, which cracks me up. Yeah, you can also put it in your mascara, which I have tried recently and really liked. Just in a brand new tube of mascara, doesn't really matter what type. You can just put one drop down in there. It keeps the bacteria out, first of all, and then it also just makes your lashes stronger and longer and healthier. And I've actually seen that work, and I've noticed a difference. Yeah, which is exciting. Awesome. I love it. Yeah. Cool. So it also helps to detox your skin. So your skin is your largest organ of detoxification, so it helps your skin. It just supports it in that detoxification process and getting all the bad stuff out. Also can put it on the wool dryer balls like we talked about with Purification if you just want it to smell nice. That's a great one for that, and it's a really relaxing scent too. Yes. So if you're super stressed, just put it on everything, on the dryer balls, on your skin. It's great for sleeping at night too, so you can make a little spray, like, in a little 2-ounce spray bottle, a few drops of lavender, spray it on your pillow before bed. It's really relaxing, or you can also just breathe it in. And just any time that you are really stressed out, it's great for for supporting you and just kind of, bringing you down a little bit when you just feel stressed out or overworked. It's great for all that.
Spraying it on my daughter's pillow and her blanket and whatever doll she's sleeping with, just to create this calming sleep. Welcomes sleep. So it's nice. Another one is peppermint. When we were talking about making like a baking soda paste for bugs, bug bites and that sort of thing, the baking soda helps neutralize the acid or the burn or the bite, but peppermint can also help with that and kind of soothe and create this tingling sensation. So peppermint's nice to add to like your face wash to wake you up in the morning. It's great to add to mouthwash. We'll talk about that a little bit next week. It supports healthy digestion, so there's a lot of, you can add it to your toothpaste. You can apply it to sore muscles. There's just a lot of great, it's just a really invigorating, life-giving, brain-activating oil.
Yeah, and then the last one we'll talk about is lemon. So it's straightforward. I guess the next last one we'll talk about. But it's one that Kristen mentioned is really powerful for getting like funky stains off, like crayons or something you don't know what to do with. It's also really great for getting labels off. One of my pet peeves is when you buy something that the label is supposed to come off of and it won't come off, and you just have this sticky residue on there forever. It's fantastic for that. Just a few drops on a cotton ball and it wipes right off. It's a powerful degreaser, so you can add it to any pre-existing cleaners as long as they're free of chemicals. And it just kind of boosts the effectiveness of that. You can even add it to the thieves cleaner if you just want more of that citrus smell. And lemon is also very energizing and uplifting, so if you want more of that when you're cleaning your house, which we probably do, you can add some lemon to that and you'll get that effect. Also great for oil stains on clothes. Those are like impossible to get rid of. And it seems counterintuitive that an oil would get rid of an oil stain, but I've seen it work and I love it because I've thrown clothes out, or at least like put them in the back of the drawer for the pajama pile because of oil stains before. So yeah, it's great stuff.
Do you want me to talk about that?
Yeah, go for it.
So I've been trying to figure out what Goo Gone has in it, because if you've probably heard of Goo Gone and you've probably used it on anything from those nasty labels that won't come off to, I even have patients that use them to get adhesive off their skin from like all the electrodes on their body. But I was like, what's in Goo Gone, and should I just be using lemon oil because it works just as well, or should I just go back to Goo Gone? So it has 3 ingredients in it: D-limonene, like a citrus scent, and then it has something called distillates, petroleum, and hydrotreated light, which I didn't even know you could hydrotreat light, but apparently you can. But basically what that is it's found in like deodorizers, pesticides, air freshener, and even charcoal. And but guess what happens when you inhale it? It's actually recommended that you not inhale this, but it's actually an air freshener, so that's weird. If you inhale it, it can cause, according to the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Hazard, these chemicals cause dizziness, nausea. If you ingest too much of it, it can actually knock you out. It can cause nausea, cough, diarrhea, sore throat, and vomiting. So those are in the air fresheners that you shouldn't be breathing in. That's what's in Goo Gone. So when you're thinking about, this chemical I have, it's not that bad. It is. Maybe they're not all that bad, but there is some stuff in there that is actually not good or healthy or beneficial for your skin or your lungs or any part of it. So even switching to something so simple as lemon oil can benefit your health in the long run, like the long term. So that's true. Some of the benefits of lemon oil and some of the not so great benefits of things like Goo Gone. One more we're going to talk about is the Thieves Essential Oil. That's, I think you might feel like we're beating a dead horse, but we really love this oil. It's really, really effective. We like it in our cleaning products. We love to add it to our toothpaste or mouthwash or do oil pulling. It contains clove, lemon, cinnamon, eucalyptus, and rosemary. It's great for purifying the air, supporting your immune system. I know this time of year our immune systems seem to be under attack with all the changes in the seasons. When the air gets cold and when we cough, those little microorganisms, they get tiny and they just spread really fast. Whereas when it's warm, the air kind of holds on to it. So Thieves is really beneficial during this time of year to protect you and your loved ones. So when you think about, I really want a candle that smells like fall, that has cinnamon and oranges in it, instead of grabbing for that's going to impair your respiratory system, grab your diffuser and throw some Thieves and orange in there, and you have the same smell, but it's boosting your immune system.
It smells like Christmas.
Smells like Christmas.
Thanksgiving.
So there's two ways that you can get some of these household cleaners and essential oils into your home. You can either do it through opening a retail account, which is you pay 100%, you pay retail. So if you go into a store, even Costco, you buy it for what it's offered on the shelf. You buy it whenever you want. There's no like requirements, membership fees, anything like that. That's retail. A wholesale account allows you to purchase a wholesale account. You get 24% off of everything that you purchase. And the minimum requirement is a $50 membership fee, which is included in a starter kit. That can be a basic starter kit with samples, or it can also be a premium starter kit. That premium starter kit can be with a diffuser and essential oils, or it can be with, there's even like a whole Thieves starter kit. Can you see that? This is what you get with a premium starter kit. So you get all of these oils. There's 10 of them. All the ones we mentioned tonight are in the starter kit. And then you get to choose a diffuser. At retail price, it's over $300. Wholesale price is $160. It's a really great benefit. A lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah, and that's how we both started with Young Living. It's a great way to try lots of different things in one little kit, and then you can go from there, see what you like, reorder what you want. And then another way you can get a membership is through the Thieves starter kit. So we've been talking about Thieves. So there is a Thieves starter kit. If you're like, I want to hop on the chemical-free train, I want to get rid of everything that has chemicals in it, this is a great way to clean everything in your house using the Thieves cleaner and the oils. So with the Thieves starter kit, you'll get the big 15 milliliter bottle of the Thieves essential oil, which that 15 milliliter goes a long way. You'll get the Thieves toothpaste, which I loved. You'll also get the Thieves mouthwash. You'll get 2 14-ounce bottles of those Thieves household cleaners. So 2 of those will last you so long because you're only using a capful every time you make a whole bottle of cleaner. And you'll also get 2 of the Thieves foaming hand soap, so it's safe enough to use on your skin. It's a great way to kill germs on your skin and stay natural as well. You'll also get 2 things of Thieves spray, which is good for cleaning surfaces you're unsure of, like shopping cart handles, any of that kind of stuff, public toilets. Also, you'll get 2 of the Thieves waterless hand purifier that again cleans your hands without using water. And you'll also get a 5 milliliter bottle of Stress Away, which is a great oil to try. It's one that I consistently reorder and use often. And you'll also get a little Aroma Glide roller fitment to put on the top of any of the essential oils for easy use. You can just like roll it right on.
So we've discussed a lot tonight, and if you have questions, we'd love to hear them. Even if you came in, welcome Jamie, even if you came in later and you have questions, or if it's a few days from now. We'd love to hear what you want to learn more about. And then we also want you to just kind of imagine ditching and switching. As you hear about these different chemicals that are in everyday products, can you imagine yourself continuing to use them, or can you also imagine yourself throwing them out and starting room by room and switching to more natural, healthier, safe products? If you can, we'd love to help you. We'd love for you to join our team. We'd love to support you and help you in any way.
Yeah, and like they say, knowledge is power. So now that you've seen this and you've learned some about the chemicals in your home, that gives you the power to get them out and replace them with the products that we've talked about. And we'll post a link below with the link where you can go to get one of these starter kits, or just look at them if you want to see the oils for yourself and see the list of products and the prices and things. And then next week we mentioned that we'll have one more online class on the 29th, and we'll be talking about mostly recipes from this book, the Beauty Essentials book. And she uses in this book essential oils, mostly from the starter kit. So if you want to grab that, then you'll be able to make most of the recipes in this book. And some great ways to clean your body with essential oils and chemical free. So everything from your mouthwash, cleaning your face, moisturizers for your face and for your skin, and just ways to cleanse your body that are also going to be chemical free, because obviously that's really important too. We're absorbing just as much and probably more of those chemicals that we're putting on our bodies. So this is a topic that we're really excited about and looking forward to sharing with you guys. And yeah, if there's something that you really want to learn, if you're thinking specifically about a product that you use on your body that you want to find a good replacement for and just haven't been able to, or just haven't tried yet, also leave a comment about that so we can be sure to answer your questions and show you some of the good replacements that we found to do that as well. So I think that's all we have for tonight, guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and we've had a lot of fun teaching these classes, and we've learned a lot in the process.
Yeah,
I've never
absolutely.
studied the history of sodium bicarbonate
vinegar.
or vinegar, so I love it. I hope you guys learned something, and please leave your comments and questions, and we will see you next in 2 weeks. Bye,
November
guys.
29th.